It's week 2 of the 2023 season, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Texans and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener. And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here. And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. If you got to fight against that, they've got to come out ready to play. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 15 carries, 61 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. The Panthers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Eventually wrangled down the 20, but a strong run.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 22, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to DJ Moore. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. James Robinson His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Mills.
He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Now the number 1 mission.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Desmond King back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 1st down, Mills.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here's Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he stopped immediately there. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Mills. Quick slant caught by Pierce.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, Mills.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
To throw, Mills.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go Madison up the middle. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they thought they were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Mayfield now from the 50.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of it. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now out comes Houston. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Down at the 25.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers 21. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This one fielded at the 5.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going with side, but how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another carry now for Madison. Oh, he shifts past him. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Madison is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. 14-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit. Great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great.
From the 27, Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Mills. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake, Mills. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Mills.
And Cooks has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. For so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did his job picking up the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mills on first down.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mills to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Mills again. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Mills.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but the sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Mills now.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison.
He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Now Mills.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Mills. Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And he missed it. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Kareem Hunt, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough, and they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield shakes off the sack. On the move, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Robinson up the middle.
Oh, able to avoid him. Again with a juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. For Marshall, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And some room to run now.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Here's Madison running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 28-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Play shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Working out of the gun, Mills. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
There again is Cooks, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Hand off left side, Pierce.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. Caught left side by Mechie.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Mills on 3rd and 2. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Mills now looks to throw on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan from 10 yards out. And the Texans are back within a couple of the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion. And they are unable to tie up this football game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Mayfield to throw it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And the Texans will take over. Here comes Davis Mills in the offense, ready for another drive.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. His tight end spot, maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
From the gun, here's Mills.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Mayfield on play action.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And a dump off here to Robinson. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got him here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but...
Now Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Mills now. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come. Mayfield on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took on him 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And here comes the Texans now. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down. Mills got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Throwing, Mills.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Mills to the air again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Down under 2 minutes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. 4th down, Mills.
He's got him in, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mills again.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. Well, they had to to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
They'll start on the ground with Madison.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Going to run with Madison again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Johnny Hekker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
A first down throw for Mills.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this one too low. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Panthers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.